turned out of the stunning death of an NFL star, the Dallas Cowboys' Marshawn Kneeland.
Sorry, this might be a little graphic, but it was like some blood coming from his mouth.
It was just a tough day, you know.
You said this ball's for him?
Yeah, this is for him.
These are 30 of the most emotional moments in NFL history. And first, the most emotional NFL trade ever came because of Sauce Gardner, where this fan couldn't hold back their tears.
It's okay, okay?
What?
The Jets traded Sauce today. No, it's okay.
That means I can get his rivalry jersey.
It's okay, I'll get you a different one. And they also traded...
No, I don't like the Jets.
Sauce went to the Colts. It's okay.
Damn, but after getting that emotional, the video ended up going so viral that Sauce himself eventually saw it and surprised them with a gift.
What's going on, Bryce, Trey? I appreciate y'all for the support. That being said, I'm gonna be giving y'all 2 of my first coach jerseys.
Man, shout out to Sauce for that. But even that wasn't as emotional as JJ Watt's most emotional moment after he was almost killed. October 2nd, 2022 seemed like a normal game for JJ Watt until everybody found out about the secret of why he wanted to win so badly.
Obviously, it's been a very emotional week for my family, for my wife, for myself. I mean, for months we've been looking at ultrasounds of our baby boy, and they're all extremely happy. And then Thursday we were looking at ultrasound of my heart.
And when doctors took a look at the ultrasound of JJ's heart, they discovered that he was dealing with atrial fibrillation, a life-threatening heart issue that put JJ at risk for strokes, causes irregular heartbeats, and kills over 150,000 people every year. So doctors shocked his heart back into rhythm, which luckily helped him survive, and being the role model that JJ is, only a few days after, he decided to play his next game anyways.
I didn't know what else to do. I mean, I've been playing this game my whole life. They said I was fine. So once my heart was reset, they said, "You're fine if you feel comfortable." I mean, I'd probably be more uncomfortable sitting on my couch at home. You know, this is what I know. But I'm glad it all worked out. I'm glad I had good people taking care of me, and I'm glad I'm here today.
Man, if almost dying won't even stop him from being out there for his teammates, nothing can. But not all emotional moments are a bad thing. Stefon Diggs teared up after he made one of the most legendary plays in NFL history. There were only a few seconds left to pull off something crazy in the biggest game of the year. Down by 1, it was either win or their season was over. And that's when Stefon pulled off a miracle.
Deep drop, steps up in the pocket. He'll fire. Oh my God, 30, no, 10 in the Minneapolis Marathon.
You the man. I still don't know what just happened. Damn, that shit feel good.
Can you tell us how down and out this Vikings team felt, thinking that the Saints had just gone up and you guys needed something miraculous to happen?
Since I first got here, I never stopped working. Today was when all the work paid off, and God put me in a position, and I just try to take advantage of my opportunities.
Man, Stefon got so emotional, he was literally speechless. But at least he was crying happy tears. Aaron Rodgers' emotional moment was bigger than football. He created one of the most emotional days in our country's history. September 11th was already an emotional date in New York because of what happened years before when they were hit with one of the craziest attacks in history. On this day in 2023 was supposed to be different though, because for the first time ever, New Yorkers had something to look forward to. It was because Rodgers was one of the biggest trending topics in the world after he got traded to the New York Jets, so every football fan couldn't wait to see him suit up for the first time. And since his debut landed on 9/11, everything was set for this to be a historic day. Even he knew the day was bigger than just him though, so when he got introduced for the first time, he ran out representing our country with the flag. And just like that, things got underway with the crowd more hyped than ever, until a few minutes into the game, on just Rodgers' 4th play, this happened.
Down goes Rodgers, and now Rodgers sits down.
At the time, nobody knew if the injury was something serious or not. Even some of the most legendary quarterbacks in history were confused.
Limping? Is he limping? No, he's down. He's down.
After seeing Rodgers leave without being able to walk, then not returning to the game, pro athletes all over the world were stunned. Kevin Durant tweeted about it, Patrick Mahomes, Pat McAfee, everybody. Personally, I couldn't believe how many known people were instantly sad about this. Either way, everybody had something to say. Despite the main focus being on Rodgers though, the Jets were somehow still able to pull off an upset against a team much better than them for Rodgers. Then the next day, after he underwent tests to confirm how severe the situation actually was, the breaking news had everybody emotional.
An MRI confirmed today that Aaron Rodgers has officially tore his Achilles on the fourth play of his Jets career. Rodgers' season now officially is over. There are questions about whether his Hall of Fame career is as well.
That's a very tough injury. That's one of the toughest injuries to overcome, even for a young man. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers is going to be, 39, 40, trying to overcome this.
Yeah, I mean, Monday was an amazing day to start. And then it turned into one of the toughest 24-hour stretches I've had in my life. A lot of sadness, a lot of tears.
Damn. You could tell Rodgers' heart was broken because not only was his debut ruined, his life got changed in a split second. So, alright, let's lighten the mood a bit, because not all emotional moments are sad. One player was caught crying on live TV, it got him clowned by the entire world, and he wasn't even sad about it. I don't even know how tears that big are possible, but it went down before a game when the national anthem was happening, and cameras zoomed in on Noshan Moreno. Those weren't tears of sadness though. He joked that he was definitely hydrated, and also let us know why he got so emotional.
First of all, the cameras caught you during the national anthem, there was tears running down your face. What was that about?
Just being so blessed to play this game and being a part of this team and different things that go on throughout your life, and just the emotion, always gets me, and emotion always gets me, and I just love this game so much. And
now, alright, he might have been laughing then. I just wonder how he felt when football fans turned his tears into one of the most viral NFL memes ever. People said it looked like his tears came out of garden hoses. That he cried enough to water the grass or hydrate a small animal. People used his tears to make TikToks with funny captions, and the tears even had one NFL player call him the GOAT, or the G-Code, greatest crier of all time.
It's the greatest cry of all time. It's at least top 5. Look, that hoe.
Now, all I gotta say after that is the tears were definitely crazy, but to be honest, Noshan was only feeling one emotion. Another player got emotional in multiple ways at the same time. It sounds weird, I know, but it all happened when Jamal Williams was about to set one of the craziest records in NFL history. During his first year with the Lions, he was having the most historic season that any running back has ever had with the team when he scored not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 10. He had 15 touchdowns already. This man couldn't miss. So he was just too short of a record for the most rushing touchdowns by any Lions player in a single year that was set by a top 5 running back of all time, Hall of Famer Barry Sanders. But there was a problem. There was only one game left in the season for Jamal to break this record, and this one game ironically came against the team's rival, the Packers, who not only released Jamal the season before that, the Packers would make the playoffs if they won. So Jamal basically had a chance to ruin his former team's season while making NFL history. And well,
First and goal, Williams to the right, to the end zone, and he ties Barry Sanders for the most rushing touchdowns in a season by a Lion. Williams into the end zone, a record-setting 17th rushing touchdown this season.
You set the franchise record. You broke Barry Sanders' record. What does that mean to you?
My great-grandfather died on me. I'll just dedicate this to him. I'm just proud. I'm just grateful to do this for him. My grandfather, he was 92, but I'm just grateful for him to be in my life, and I'm grateful to be able to play football and do this for him. So there's a lot of memories, a lot of emotion happening right now, but I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to be able to play this game for my great-grandfather.
You said this ball's for him?
Yeah, this is for him. And another thing, stop playing us, man. We the Detroit Lions. We the Detroit Lions. Stop playing with us. I don't even watch TV, but I heard everybody already pick the Packers over us. Stop playing with us. That's all I gotta say, man. Don't let these tears fool you. There's all dog around this mug.
alright, now let me get this straight. Jamal really went from crying to having that dog in him. I was geeked at that, and so was LaJesus. So he tweeted the video out and said, I love this kid so much. So dope. You have a fan in me, Jamal. Wait, LeBron, why aren't you a fan of me, bro? I'm literally a Bronsexual. But speaking of legends, another player's entire family got emotional after he did something crazy to Tom Brady. Nobody expected Brock Purdy to accomplish something wild because he was taken as a joke right when he came into the NFL.
With the 262nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft.
The lady didn't even say my name on the TV yet, but my name came across before.
The San Francisco 49ers select Purdy, a quarterback from Iowa State.
And then everybody went crazy. Here she came, the jersey.
And they all screamed and jumped up like I was a first-round pick.
As you can see, Purdy was selected with the very last pick of the draft, a selection that ironically gets players nicknamed Mr. Irrelevant. Even the NFL itself didn't expect him to make any noise in the league or have a long career. It also didn't help that he was now a 49er quarterback behind a top draft pick Trey Lance and their already proven star backup Jimmy Garoppolo. So with Purdy being third on the depth chart, it seemed almost impossible that he'd ever get a chance to play. Until weird coincidences started happening. Trey Lance eventually broke his ankle.
An unfortunate spot for Lance to be in there.
Then soon after, Garoppolo broke his foot.
That left ankle gets rolled up on, and Garoppolo off on a cart.
So the only option the 49ers had left was Mr. Irrelevant. Now, Purdy's career was instantly put to the test when in his debut game, he was matched up against the GOAT, Tom Brady. Whether 49ers fans had to be hyped because Purdy was literally all they had left, or if they actually saw some promise in him, he still got chances he ran out the tunnel. As much as the fans gassed him up though, nobody thought Purdy would actually take down Brady until...
They're gonna pitch it to Samuel. Right side, gets the block. Samuel cuts it upfield. Deebo Samuel is in for the touchdown. Purdy. Back to throw. Pressure coming. Steps away. Looking to run. And he walks it in for the touchdown. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. Baller, man.
Purdy going to throw for the end zone for McCaffrey. Makes the catch for a touchdown.
Just think about that. In his first full game ever, against the greatest ever to play his position, Purdy was dominating him to go up 21-0. I wonder why Purdy's dad was in the crowd tearing up. I mean, this was unbelievable. Purdy himself wasn't about to tear up yet though. He made sure he finished the game strong and eventually led his team to a 35-7 win. This was a crazy dub. So not only did he get praised by the GOAT himself,
Good play, my man. You played great. Keep it up.
The way they look down at me from up on the railing, it just means a lot because just throughout my whole life, the ups and downs of playing quarterback in general, you know, high school and college, the people at home that just believe in you and they always see the best in you. And so they've believed in me even though I was the last draft pick and all that kind of stuff. They've always been telling me like, you're good enough and we know that you can do it. And so to see them after that performance meant a lot to me, and so very blessed to have them as my family.
Man, knowing how much his family supports him, to having them be there as he took down a legend is something Purdy will never forget. But sometimes what players do can get more than emotional. Like when a player not only made the biggest mistake of his life, it ended someone else's. Henry Ruggs' emotional story was always sad, but not in the way you might think. Because when Ruggs was just a teenager coming up, he had a best friend, Roderick, who was his everything.
In the gym, Rod Scott was always number 3. Always alongside Henry Ruggs, number 2.
We were like twins, that's all I can say. Like we were the same person.
They were inseparable. I've still met people that say, I didn't know them apart.
They both starred in basketball for Lee High School in Montgomery. But Rod told Henry his future was elsewhere in a sport Henry didn't even play.
He said, Ruggs, you're a 5-star. He said, you're a 5-star in football, give it a chance.
One day I think he just listened to him and decided to play.
And once I started to play, he was just like, bruh, you better than all them out there.
5 games into his first high school season, Henry had his first scholarship offer.
I think I stopped counting at 21 offers from D1 colleges.
With Rod's own scholarship offers in basketball, the road ahead looked bright for both.
So cause of that, everything seemed all good until March 3rd, 2016. Henry planned on driving with his boys across the state to a basketball tournament when he got sick and flaked on the plan. Little did he know, this was actually a blessing in disguise, because even though the boys went without him, in a car Henry should have been in, out of nowhere, the weather caused the car to hydroplane and crash. Shortly after, Henry's phone rang, and nothing was ever the same.
I'm asleep, I don't really want to talk. And I hated to be sick, so when I'm sick, I was just kind of shut in. And I look up, and it's my cousin calling. And I'm like, "What's up? What's wrong? You all right?" Somebody said you got in an accident. Who got in an accident? What you talking about? Rod was in the car. Rod, and he had an accident. They said he got threw out the car, and she was saying that he was getting airlifted to the hospital. You know, that was all I needed to hear. I hung up the phone. I just caught out running. I could barely breathe. I could barely talk. we just sat there and just waited. And I went talk to his mom, went talk to his dad, just getting updates and everything. And they was just like, he was in ICU. Days go by, we're gonna come back tomorrow. So I wake up early in the morning, I go back up there where the doctor came out, and you could just look, of course, you could just see it in their faces. And probably an hour or so later, his mom came out, and you could just tell on her face, and she was just like, he's not gonna make it. And that was probably one of the most heartbreaking things of my life, just knowing that, like I said, my other half is just no longer there with me.
Rod had a vision, and he told him that he was a 5-star athlete, and he saw him going to play for Bama.
And laying his cap on Rod's grave to let him know that's where he was going, to Alabama. So for someone to, to dedicate basically his college career, he dedicated it to him. So it means a lot. I mean, it's not even, words can even express how much that meant to us.
From that point on, Henry dedicated everything to football so he could turn dreams into reality for his boys, especially Rod. While at Alabama, the place Rod wanted him to be at, Henry became an all-time great receiver, and while constantly scoring touchdowns every game, he always threw up the number 3, which stood for Rod's jersey number. Henry was playing out of his mind just so Rod could technically be out there with him. And eventually, that led to Henry accomplishing an even bigger dream, being drafted to the NFL.
So with the 12th pick of the 2020 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Henry Ruggs.
We're going to Vegas! Oh my God!
After that, Henry still wanted more though. That's why his NFL career started nearly perfectly after going off during his rookie season, where many believed he had potential to be one of the best receivers in Raiders history, so they blessed him with a contract worth $16 million. And right after, he bought something he always dreamed of, him and his boy's dream car, a Corvette Stingray. Now, driving this around had Henry feeling like he made it, so he decided to hit up Topgolf for a night of fun to celebrate. That night though, he had a little too much fun, because receipts showed that he ordered 20 drinks of alcohol in a span of only a few hours and decided to drive home.
I know somebody probably in there, but this is Henry Ruggs right here. Huh? This is Henry Ruggs right here, bro.
Relax, calm down.
Henry was driving 155 miles an hour when he crashed and caused absolute chaos. With flames bursting, firefighters started distinguishing the fire, and that's when it was found that a woman and her dog in the other car were dead. Henry was rushed to the hospital where he was treated for just a neck injury, but when blood tests revealed that he had twice the legal limit of alcohol in his system, this was the beginning of the end. Henry was arrested and charged for DUI resulting in death, which instantly forced his team to release him because they knew it was coming next. As Ruggs sat in a courtroom waiting for his sentencing, some of his former teammates who still supported him got emotional when they were asked about the tragedy.
Obviously, my heart goes out to the families that have been affected by what had happened, the choices and decisions. My heart goes out to Henry too and his family. Obviously, it wasn't the right choice or decision that he made, but when I heard the news, I mean, that was tough for me to hear. You never think this guy could hurt us, so I mean, I'm still kind of in disbelief.
Try and say it with a straight face, because I've already been emotional about every bit of this. No one ever wants to see this, whether it's a football player or not. It broke my wife and I's heart, honestly. I will always be here for him. That won't change, and I'll prove that over the course of time to him, not to anybody else. He needs people to love him right now. He's probably feeling a certain type of way about himself right now, and he needs to be loved. And if no one else will do it, I'll do it. I will tell you, I walked by and I saw Henry's locker today, and for whatever reason, that got me. It's not going to be there, not because of what he could do for me, but because of the person that he is and because I love him.
As much as everyone was supporting him though, none of that really mattered when after a long-fought case, Henry pled guilty to his charges and was sentenced to a minimum of 3 years with a maximum of 10 years in prison. Now, Henry's career and life are forever ruined. So even though he should have learned his lesson on being careful in cars because of his boy's tragedy, in the end, now he has to live with these new consequences forever, all because of one bad decision. Now, I bet you never would have thought an NFL player's shoes could be so emotional, but what they meant to Stefon Diggs and one of his biggest fans is something the whole world will never forget. This is Aiden Laborde, a young Bills fan who not only loves Stefon, he loves football because of the person who introduced him to it, his dad. Unfortunately though, his dad was recently dealing with a brain issue, and when he got rushed to the hospital, he sadly passed away. This news was so heartbreaking and became such a trending topic that even Stefon heard. And because Stefan also related to the pain of losing a father, because when he was young, his dad was also dealing with a condition that caused him to pass away, Stefan not only invited Aiden to show up to his training camp and even had a moment with him, Aiden was allowed to show up to Stefan's next practice where he was gifted a new football and also got Stefan to sign his jersey. As nice as those gifts were though, none of them were as meaningful as what Stefan did next. He got Aiden and his family tickets to their first game right before Christmas, and then before the game, Stefan surprised him with something that was gonna make everybody tear up.
So I heard a lot of presents for Christmas.
I gotta open it.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, little man. Hey, wish me luck. Wish me luck.
Yeah, Aiden just couldn't hold back his emotions, cause he got shoes that were not only Bills-themed Air Force Ones, they had a hand-painted picture of Aiden with his dad, and the words "love you" were written on them in his dad's handwriting. So Stefan had to post a picture of the moment, and he said, "Not many know what it's like to lose their daddy for real. I remember it felt like I lost everything. I had to make myself a man. Merry Christmas, little Aiden." And afterwards, Aiden's mom got emotional just talking about this.
He's managed to change our life. Like, he brought some happiness when we were literally in the pits of dark. And he's made Aiden feel so special. He's even started giving back at school. He got an award for that.
Man, Stefan really changed the lives of people that he didn't even know. But nobody's life was changed as much as NFL star DeAndre Hopkins, because his emotional story came after his mom was burned alive. On July 20th, 2002, DeAndre's mom was in an argument with her boyfriend, and then another woman walked up on them with a cup of liquid and did something deadly.
She has a concoction in her hand and she dashes this on me. The first thing I'm thinking is, why would someone pour warm water on me? But a couple of seconds later, I realized that it wasn't warm water because my skin is literally falling off of my face, my neck, my chest, and my back. A white curtain comes over my eyes and I'm going blind.
The chemicals on her body were basically acid, so her only chance at survival was a helicopter dropping in, picking her up, and airlifting her to a burn center to be treated by specialists. Not only was her skin too graphic to even show on YouTube, she had to spend a month in the hospital where she was in a coma. Luckily though, she survived, but at the cost of her and DeAndre's life being changed forever.
I was just in shock. Somebody could look like that. It was scary, honestly. I seen her hit rock bottom. I really didn't know how to deal with it. I was trying to do little things around the house just to make her happy.
Now, even after all of this tragedy, DeAndre wanted to use everything that happened to her as motivation to become the greatest football player he could be. So after setting records and dominating college football, DeAndre was projected to go to the NFL and be selected as a first-round pick. Then on draft night, of course his mom was by his side when his dreams finally came true.
Houston made their pick. DeAndre Nuke Hopkins from Clemson.
But just making it to the league wasn't the end of his emotional journey or things he did for his mom. Despite DeAndre knowing that she would never actually get to see him play on the biggest stage, he still vowed to bring her to as many of his games as possible. And every time she's there, DeAndre goes hard to make every catch just so his mom can at least hear his name being called. And whenever DeAndre scores a touchdown or is even given the game ball, he always finds where she is in the stands and makes the moment special for her.
Whenever I score a touchdown or do something, I try to make sure she gets the ball so she can feel me.
What's that moment like when you hand her a football?
Just seeing her happy, that's the best feeling in the world.
That ball symbolizes so much more than people ever could understand. It's like a symbol of a bond that can't be broken.
Man, I just can't even imagine going through all that. DeAndre definitely has my respect. But moving forward, not every story is emotional because someone almost died. What if I told you another NFL player's heartbreaking moment only happened because of an ugly haircut? See, it all started with a viral video of a kid getting harassed in school. And that was a young special needs student who, as you could see, was being peer pressured into getting his head shaved by a group of bullies. After the embarrassing video made its way all over social media, that's when Cowboys star Micah Parsons had to step in and make a difference. He quoted the video asking if someone could find the kid for him. And after hours of no luck in the replies, Micah was still determined to help, so he tweeted again saying, "Any update on finding him?" And that's when a fan replied to Micah with a link to the kid's GoFundMe page. And this eventually had Micah tweeting out, "Thank you everyone for the help. I've made contact. I wish everyone understands love is spread in multiple ways. Don't wait until we see pain and suffering. Let's continue to make strides in protecting our youth." Now, Micah using his platform to not only find the kid, but spread awareness on the topic, had other athletes notice. NBA star Marcus Smart tweeted telling Micah he wanted to jump in and help, even saying he'll get the Celtics and Puma to send the kid something because they have his back. So, the support from two athletes and their fans instantly had the kid's GoFundMe page going from just a couple supporters who only had a few $100s raised to over 1,000 people donating and raising over $30,000. After receiving it, the kid spent money on a new haircut, new clothes, and of course put some in his savings, because that amount of money was life-changing. But alright, let's lighten the mood a bit, because not all emotional moments are so serious. There's an NFL coach whose crying went so viral that his tears got him turned into memes. It was just minutes before Super Bowl 57 when everyone stopped for a moment to hear our country's national anthem. And as you can feel, it kinda seemed like an emotional moment for everybody, but especially the Eagles head coach. His tears before the big game had accounts posting clips of him everywhere, which damn near had him going more viral than the Super Bowl itself. Just kidding, but without even knowing the reason he was so emotional, fans turned the situation into more memes than I could count. Like, some were saying this is how he'd be after watching Marley and Me, or when the baked beans touched the potato salad. One even said this was them when they craved Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. Kinda reminds me of me. And last but not least, a fan said the coach was crying because he knew the script and still had to go out there. Trust me, there were plenty more, but after one of the craziest Super Bowls in history took place during all this, and the Eagles suffered a tough loss, which was a whole other reason to be emotional, turned out that Coach was just in his feelings because this moment was a dream come true regardless.
I've dreamed about this since I've been 2 years old. I've said to our guys, some of you guys have been dreaming about this since you've been 2, some of you since high school, college, or even when you got to the pro, but we've all been dreaming of it. And growing up in a family of a football coach, older brothers that played football, this is what you dream of being in this moment. And so it's just emotional because there's a lot of work, not just by myself, but a lot of people knowing where we were at that moment.
Now, alright, you know what they say. When one story ends, another begins, which is kinda what led to another NFL player's emotional moment. Cause the birth of T.Y. Hilton's daughter didn't only make him emotional. In the middle of an entire stadium, it also led to an emotional touchdown celebration.
I wanted to just go out there and play for her, give her my all.
Just a few hours before T.Y. was supposed to play in a big game, he was in the hospital because his wife went into labor and eventually gave birth to their daughter, Gigi. Now, obviously this was one of the biggest moments of T.Y.'s life, but he didn't want to let his teammates down. So before he left the hospital, he promised his daughter he was going to dedicate the game to her.
Before I left the hospital, I told her, you want the touchdown ball, you want the game ball. So I wanted to just go out there and play for her, give her my all.
And now with new eyes on him, T.I. was destined to live up to these pretty high expectations. Throughout the game, not only did T.Y. go off and eventually score a 73-yard touchdown, he celebrated by honoring his daughter.
Luck looking to throw to the near side. T.Y. hit into the open field. He said he wanted to score a touchdown for his new daughter, and he does. 73 yards, and that one is for Gigi.
Very emotional game for me, a little bit of rest. I've been up since 4-5. I just came out here and gave them all for her. I got the game ball once we got in the locker room. And just a special moment, special day. It's just something that I'll always cherish for the rest of my life.
Man, just gotta send a little congrats to our boy for the great game, the speech, and also not being afraid to cry. But sometimes heartbreaking moments ain't a good thing and come at you much faster. Like when an NFL player had to save someone before they died.
The police told us, we saved this guy's life.
One night, after going out with a few of his guys, KJ Osborne did the responsible thing by calling himself an Uber.
Crazy thing is my first Uber canceled. Had that not happened, none of this would even be possible.
But when it picked him up, KJ and his driver were just driving home like normal, when suddenly something crazy happened. A man was driving and lost control of his car. He smashed into a concrete pillar under a bridge, and his car was completely engulfed in flames. Instantly, KJ just had the Uber pull over and hope they could somehow help him get out.
To my right, and there's a car under a bridge, and it looked like it had hit a pillar, see a driver, in the driver's seat. So immediately, I started to think the worst, like, this person's, body fly out the car, this person alive. This guy's alive, he's trying to come out. We pulled him out of the car. So he was like, groaning a little bit. I take him away maybe like 15, 20 yards. And he's like, why God? Like, why me? Like, why does this happen? And I'm telling him, like, I got you. I got you. Come on.
Now, thankfully, all because KJ got involved, they were able to pull the man out of the burning car and get him to safety. The situation still needed police and paramedics all rushing over, but they informed KJ that instead of the man losing his life, he only had a broken leg. KJ was really one of those heroes who doesn't wear a cape, but he gave all the credit to someone else when he made an emotional Instagram post, with pics showing him and the others who helped, the car on fire all burnt up, and KJ wrote, most of the time, the saying goes wrong place, wrong time. But this time, I believe God had me, us, at the right place, at the exact right time. Last night, myself and these 3 absolute heroes helped save a man's life by rescuing him from a vehicle up in flames after a bad crash. A situation I'd never imagined being a part of in a million years. I'll leave you with this. God is real and his love is real. He will send his angels to be camped around you and provide you with his grace and mercy. Man, just honestly, give this guy a Medal of Honor or at least some type of award. But ironically, with an award on the line, one of the most heartbreaking moments the NFL's ever seen not only ruined a fan's permanent tattoo and had an entire stadium tearing up, it made an NFL player disappear off the planet. It seems like Bills fans and Bills players always have something emotional going on. January 21st, 2024 was supposed to be different though. The Chiefs were in town for a playoff matchup against them, and the winner was heading to the AFC Championship. But hopping in the time machine for a second, year after year, the Chiefs have ended the Bills' playoff run multiple times in a row. So with this game being in their home of Buffalo, everybody felt like things were going to be different. As the game went on, both teams were fighting and keeping things close with crazy plays, each of their own. But in the end, the Bills were down 3 again and didn't have much time left. Everything, the game, their season, the fate of some of their careers was coming down to one final play. And when everything lined up for an easy chance to tie the game, their kicker,
44 yards, Bass. No, he doesn't make it.
Missed it. In a moment like that, to miss a basic kick that dude practiced so many times was heartbreaking. And even though the game wasn't done yet, fans already realized the inevitable.
Are you joking? I don't even know. Like, play's still going on, but I'm just going to talk to you because what the hell?
The Chiefs eventually ran out the clock to win the game. They taunted and waved goodbye to all the fans. And with the Bills' season officially over, all their supporters were emotional.
Oh my God. It's over. We're going home. Tyler Bass is going to be known as a in Buffalo now.
I got nothing to say. It's embarrassing. They played their hearts out all year long, and then that.
I feel so empty. Just sad overall. It's not even frustration, or it is frustration, but we're not even mad. It's just sad.
I came to this game hoping that we were going to pull it off.
It felt like we were going to pull it off.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
But the fans weren't even the ones who were the most heartbroken. Remember the man who missed the kick? He's Tyler Bass. And not only was he beyond sad in the post-game interview.
I got to do a better job of, getting through to my target. I got to do a better job of playing a little bit more left when you have a left to right. I've been here long enough to know that you have to do that. I feel terrible, I love this team, man, and it hurts. This one hurts bad. That's a feeling that I can't even describe.
All because of what he did in the game, fans were sending so much hate his way. A fan said, "God damn, Tyler Bass f***ing sucks." Another said, "Need Tyler Bass fired immediately. 40-yarder with your life on the line? I can't believe it." And the worst of the situations came when some were even sending death threats his way that they were gonna kill him. Look, as bad as the threats were, I was gonna show you some, but it turned out they all got deleted because Tyler was so emotional from this that he just deactivated all of his social media and completely disappeared. I just hope he's okay. But Honestly, I kinda feel it. Going ghost is something that people just sometimes need to do. But this final heartbreaking moment isn't only one of the most emotional stories in NFL history. It only happened because someone got shot. This is Quan Alexander, and one of his main motivations to become an NFL star was all because of the bond between him and his best friend, his younger brother Broderick.
He was always there for me when I needed him. I was always there for him. In college, after every game, good game, man, I love you, man, you did your thing, keep balling.
So knowing his brother always had his back, when Quan officially made the NFL, all he was looking forward to was his brother watching him play. That special moment was planned to happen during his rookie season when Quan's team was traveling to Atlanta for a game, because the stadium wasn't too far from his hometown in Alabama where his family stayed.
We were looking forward to it. Yeah, we all planned on going and to support, yeah.
Now, as excited as the family was though, right before the game, Quan's brother Broderick was at a house party when things took a turn for the worst.
I was in the hotel and we was all sitting down and I got the call from my mom.
I just told him little brother had been shot. He was trying to come home then, and I just told him just hold on, because we didn't know what the outcome of it was gonna be.
I got that call and they said he was gone. I just broke down. I walked like 2 miles, just thinking and crying, just asking God why. 48 hours I ain't sleep. I was in the hotel by myself, just sitting there, just talking to him.
Now, finding out that his boy was gone had Quan shook. But ultimately, Quan decided to just man up like his brother would have wanted him to and go out there for his teammates anyways. Quan got all of his gear on to go out there and play for his boy, even though his teammates definitely noticed how much he was going through it.
I could see it in his eyes how he was so anxious to be out there, and I know he wanted to say something, but he couldn't.
Come Alexander, come here. We got a brother having pain. Oh, we our brother's keepers. Yes, oh, we our brother's keepers. Yes, we got people that stand. We got captains that's down. All we got is each other.
I was like, okay, Quan just got to get started because I know he's going to be anxious. I know he's going to be wanting to do this for his brother.
But regardless of what was going on, Quan knew his brother was looking down on him and vowed to make it a night the whole world would remember. On the opening drive of the game, Quan already got his chance to do something magical.
It's intercepted in the end zone, picked off by the Buccaneers, and Quan Alexander brings it out to the 20, to the 25, to the 30.
Do it for Broad.
That's the first thing she ordered.
Yes. Wow. Do it for Broad, Quan.
Sadly though, a flag ruined a special moment for Quan and his entire family. But not long after, Quan took things to another level. He eventually got another crucial interception, then not long after, stripped the ball from a player to force a fumble.
We were just like, Broad is with him today. That is his guardian angel. Broad took that ball out his hand.
Right. I didn't do none of it. He did it all. He was making the plays. I didn't make the plays. He was making it.
Quan was literally having the best game of his life and eventually helped carry his squad to victory. There was no denying that the emotion fueled Quan to go crazy, and it was definitely no surprise that he got emotional on the field, then in the locker room when he was honored with the game ball. Quan knew that the moment was bigger than him though. He felt like his brother's the one who deserved all the credit. So eventually when it came time for the funeral, Quan did something heartbreaking.
I got the jersey from the game, the ball I intercepted, gloves, cleats, all of it. When the funeral came around, I put everything in the casket for him. Every day I wake up, tell him I love him. Everything I do is for him.
Damn, shout out to him, man. But another emotional moment involved an NFL player that was killed in a car accident.
Now to the tragic news from the NFL. Minnesota Vikings rookie cornerback Kyrie Jackson was among 3 people killed early this morning in a multi-car collision in Maryland. Police say an alleged drunk driver appears to have caused the crash.
He always had high aspirations. We're going to try to get through this as best as we possibly can.
How do you plan on continuing to keep his memory alive this season?
I have his nameplate above my locker. Everywhere I go, I think about him and stuff like that. Like every day I wake up for my pregame warm-ups, I wear the little shirt, that dedicates to him, his journey.
I had probably put flowers in Kyrie's locker on, I want to say like Thursday or Friday maybe. So I just end up running there. I was the only one in there. I've run past his locker the first time. When I run back out, I see it. I just kind of sat there and had a second. I told him tonight's for him. We miss him, and he's not forgotten, and everything we're doing this year is for him. So.
Last month,
The Minnesota Vikings family tragically lost one of our own, Kyrie Jackson. Kyrie brought contagious energy, confidence, and desire to be the best person he could be. Joining us today as honorary captain to honor Kyrie is his brother Colston.
Damn, and it's crazy he got drafted only a few months before, so he never even got to live out his dreams. But another entire NFL team got emotional after their star player's career was ruined. Tank Dell had already suffered a season-ending broken leg. Then, he got shot in the leg at a party just a few months later.
It's definitely scary, not only for myself, but for my family. Like, I got a little brother, my mom, I know how they was feeling at that time, and it's a traumatic experience.
It already seemed like Tank went through hell and back just to be able to play again. Until the next season when he started dominating at first, and everything was going right for once. But one play ruined everything.
Stops, Stroud, end zone, caught! In the bucket for Dell on a touchdown. And Dell is down after the play. He knew it immediately after he made the grab. And it looks like it's a friendly fire right there. It goes right into the knee, and Stroud distraught after the play. You can see the concerned look on his teammates' faces right now. They have brought the stretcher out. It is a severe knee injury. His team, they knew it immediately. They looked towards the sideline, called for help immediately.
There's a lot of emotion as well.
I mean, you know, all you can do is really pray. It's not easy, you know what I'm saying? But it's not easy to, you know, just let it go, you know, especially that's my best friend, you know what I mean? So not easy to move on and just keep playing, but I try to do as best as I could, and, you know, I was going through it. I'm tore up, but at the same time, I got to be strong for him.
And I could see why CJ got so emotional. Tank's literally his best friend. But an NFL fan's most emotional moment actually ended in her making $40,000. This is Mia, a young 49ers fan who had just beaten cancer. So right after, she went to her first NFL game to show everyone how proud she was. But even though things were going great at first, a drunk fan ruined everything.
Last night, 8-year-old 49ers fan Mia DiCamilla, who is a cancer survivor, was shoved by a member of the mafia, falling from her seat.
I was walking down the stairs, and then this Bills fan pushed me.
He goes, well, I'm going to barrel through all these Niner fans anyways. So he's coming up and he just starts to just barrel through and push people out of the way. He got past me, and when he got past me, it was Mia. So he pushed her, which she slipped down the stairs because of the snow. She slipped down a stair or two and ended up hitting her rib cage on the seat.
And after the world found out about that terrible situation, NFL star Antonio Brown wanted to send her some free gear, and his post not only got 30 million views, it spread so much awareness that Mia's GoFundMe page got donations of over $40,000. Man, shout out to AB. He made a positive impact for once. But this next NFL moment almost had a player get killed until he pulled off the greatest play of his career. With a playoff game on the line, all Tyler Bass had to do was make this field goal.
44 yards, Bass. No, he doesn't make it. Wide right. Wow. The two most dreaded words in Buffalo have surfaced again.
And after he missed that, not only were the fans disappointed,
I got nothing to say.
Some threatened to literally have him killed. This had Tyler disappear and deactivate his social media. Then after going through something like that, the next time he was in a similar situation on the field, obviously nerves were at an all-time high, so things were about to turn into some very emotional moments.
Wind is subsided. 61-yard try for the lead. It is. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it.
Bombs away for Tyler Bass, who bombs it from 61. It's a career best for the Bills kicker. Unbelievable.
And what a finish. Your kicker, Tyler Bass, wins this one for you on a 61-yard field goal. What was going through your mind when he went out there for that kick?
Just emotional for him. He's been battling his ass off, fighting adversity. You saw that today. And be there in the biggest moment and nail that for us. I'm so proud of him. I love that man. Everybody in our locker room loves and trusts him, and just happy he went in.
Gone through this season, even dating back to last year, the ups and downs. What did it mean to you when you watched that ball go through the uprights?
It means everything. Very emotional. Haven't really processed it yet. Just put in a lot of work, man, and was just focused on right here, right now, the present. And and being patient with everything, man. You know, you're gonna go through ups and downs, but just continue to put your best foot forward. Just very emotional.
And yeah, obviously the whole team was emotional in supporting him, because he really came back from hitting rock bottom to pulling off the greatest play of his career. But sometimes players get emotional way earlier in their career when their biggest dreams come true. Some of the emotions came out when players first made their way into the NFL at the draft.
Hey, you healthy?
Yes, sir.
We interested in making you a Pittsburgh Steeler if you all right with that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
Juju, welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers, my
Thank
man.
you.
The Pittsburgh Steelers select Juju Smith-Schuster.
Hey man, get fired up. We're gonna make you a Seahawk right here, okay? You all right, bud? All right, man. Congratulations. All right, look forward to this, brother, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Pick the 2014 NFL Draft. The St. Louis Rams select Michael Sam, defensive end, Missouri.
He was the 249th pick overall.
Hello? Yes, sir. Appreciate the opportunity. I'm ready. All right, thank you. Going to Atlanta?
Take it all in, bro. Take it all in. You earned this.
And I feel all of them, because when I make the NFL, I'm probably gonna cry too.
Stop the cap.
But enough about me, because other players' dreams coming true led to them getting emotional when they became good enough to make the Pro Bowl for the first time.
Congratulations, you're a Pro Bowl player.
Oh my gosh, you got me.
No, congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Coach.
There's one other guy. Who? Jeremy.
Oh my gosh, you got it.
You, Jeremy. No, don't mind him. We're just finished. I got to finish that up in a second. But listen, congratulations. You're the Pro Bowl special teams guy. You're the starter. You earned it, young man. Everything you've done, and I know your mom would be proud.
Appreciate it, Coach.
You made the Pro Bowl.
I did? Yeah. Oh, you made it.
You know what, man? I'm so happy for you. Your family, your dad, you know what I mean? Now we gotta keep going, right?
Yeah.
Our goal's not done.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotta go get that ring now.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know what to say. I can't even cry. Like, that is crazy though. It's something I dreamed of as a kid.
You know, it's honestly crazy. I really didn't believe it. I had to take a moment. Like, I broke down. I just put in so much work. It's a dream come true. And now I'm in a Pro Bowl. Like, it's just a blessing, man.
But alright, even accomplishing something like making the Pro Bowl didn't get any of them as emotional as Michael Vick. He literally couldn't hold back tears when he accomplished getting his dream job.
Our teammate right here, Michael Vick, made a lot of headlines this week because he is the newest coach of Norfolk State, and we are also committing to Norfolk State right here.
Hey,
Mike, we are so
Sign us up,
happy
baby.
for you.
757. Gardens.
We are so happy for you, and I see the emotion. What makes you emotional?
First off, just being a big part of Fox Sports and the opportunity. I love you guys. I love everybody in this building and this administration. Have been amazing to me. It wasn't easy. It was bittersweet, but you know, when you got a chance to go, you know, get an opportunity to go lead young men and going to ready embark on a new journey.
Now, alright, at least Vic's emotions came from a choice that he made. But another NFL player got emotional when a team he thought loved him actually gave up on him. Zach Ertz wasn't just drafted by the Eagles and spent his entire career there. He became loved by their fans, had his own foundation to help out the city. He even helped his Philly team win a Super Bowl. But eventually rumors came out that he could be traded, and Zach was emotional for days.
Zach Ertz, he was pretty emotional heading into the locker room. Is it possible that Zach Ertz will be traded? Could this have been his final game as an Eagle?
I think this city is the best city to play for. The city means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family. I'm thankful for all you guys over the years. This is home. Philadelphia is home. And that was tough just to kind of articulate that to people. I love this place. It's a great opportunity to be here, and I loved it here. I did the best I could. This isn't gonna be the last you'll see of me here in the city. Our foundation is still gonna roll here. This is where we wanna make an impact. I was crying in my locker last night for 30 minutes. I felt bad because the guys didn't really know, but I couldn't help it. There were no fans, and so it was weird. It was fun to do what I do out there, and I felt like I played great, was myself, and I'm excited to go to Arizona.
Man, being given up on by anybody hurts, but being forced to leave a city you loved is something I could see being much more heartbreaking. But I never thought I'd hear about some of the Chiefs' biggest stars having emotional moments, unlike anything in this video so far. Patrick Mahomes literally almost cried just because the refs weren't on his side, and it led to Mahomes getting emotional towards them.
To win so bad, the competitor in him.
Terrible. Worst call I've ever fucking seen, man. I mean, not only for me, but just for football in general. I mean, just to take away greatness like that. I mean, for a guy like Travis to make a play like that, and who knows if we win. And so, I mean, they're human, man. They make mistakes, but I mean, it's every week we're talking about something, and all I can do is go out there and give everything I have. And another great football game that just ended like that. It's just tough to swallow.
Now, even though Kermit wouldn't stop complaining, being a crybaby about the game didn't get him hated, like Travis Kelce's moment.
I got no respect for Travis Kelce.
Kelce's coach took him out to run a special play, and he was forced to watch from the sidelines. Then when Kelce's backup came in, he made a ridiculous mistake that Kelce never would have, missing a block that led to a Chiefs fumble. So Kelce felt like it all could have been avoided if he was allowed to stay in, and he spazzed out.
It was keep me in. What happened is, on the fumble, he was not in the game. Noah Gray went in, and he had to block.
Travis Kelce is out of control. I do believe Travis was under huge pressure because she's up there.
Oh, God.
This was, in the end, a bad look for the National Football League. That's just completely out of control.
I can't get that fired up to the point where I'm bumping coach and it's getting him off balance and stuff. When he stumbled, I was just like, oh, shit.
I mean, let's be honest. The yelling in his face too.
Yeah, I know. I'm a passionate guy. I love Coach Reed. Coach Reed knows how much I love to play for him. I'm not playing for anybody else but Big Red. I got a certain relationship with him. He's checked me a few times, and I just wanted to let him know that I wanted this thing and that he can put it on me. You know, it's just it came in a moment where I wasn't playing very well, and we had to get some shit going.
Emotions ramped up.
Sometimes those emotions get away from me. I don't give a shit what anybody else says. I talked to Coach Reed about it today, and we kind of chuckled about it. Unfortunately, sometimes my passion comes out where it looks like it's negativity, but I'm grateful that he knows that it's all because I want to win this thing.
He knows
with
that.
him more than anything.
But being pissed off is the opposite emotions that Chris Jones felt. And ironically, his tears got him clowned by the entire world.
Your boy about to get emotional. Forgive me. No, it's okay. Thank you.
Now, I didn't think Chris crying during the national anthem was a problem until it seemed like people everywhere were clowning him, calling him a grown-ass man who needed to grow up, and even claimed he saved his tears till the camera panned to him. People are crazy for making fun of someone in one of the proudest moments of their lives, man. But what if I told you another emotional moment involved an NFL legend and their pet dying? Tom Brady was the first when his pet dog Lua wasn't just somebody he'd always post about. She's the pet that his kids grew up with and was with Brady everywhere he went, even while filming commercials. So all of his fans were shocked when out of nowhere, Brady made an emotional post about Lua and said, "Forever in our hearts, and we love you, Lua. Rest in peace." I already know Brady was tearing up over that, but A.J. Brown's emotional moment happened after he almost killed himself. Nobody knew what A.J. was secretly going through.
Hi, my name is A.J. Brown. I play for the Tennessee Titans. Kind of even nervous even be saying this, but a year ago from today, I thought about taking my own life. I had no more hope for better days, and everything was just going wrong for me. The reason why I'm sharing this message today to you is I'm still here, I'm still going, I'm still smiling. I got a lot of things to be grateful for. I just want to encourage everyone to protect your mental. Talk to someone, get things off your chest, do things that make you happy. It's so important. I didn't think depression was real until it happened to me. But now I know it's really real. Guys, just talk to someone, get things off your chest, and take depression serious.
So admitting something that scary out of nowhere, it had fans instantly showing AJ they supported him, and they even shared some emotional stories of their own. One said, "I'm gonna show this to my 13-year-old son. He's dealing with the issue. It's so hard watching your child struggle. God bless you, AJ." And another fan said, "Powerful. I lost 2 siblings to suicide. Please get help if you're feeling depressed and lost." So after AJ saw all the love that he was getting on his video, it only gave him courage to speak on his struggles even more.
Hi everyone, I'll just start off by saying I'm sure everyone has saw the video posted on Friday. That was a dark time in my life. Didn't nobody really know, but I posted it because I wanted to encourage others to seek help whenever they are down. I really didn't take in consideration what depression really was. I always just brushed it off. That's how I grew up. I just brushed off my feelings, and it got the best of me, And I just wanted to put out a positive message that I'm still here. I'm still growing, still learning. I'm blessed. I got a lot of things to be grateful for, and someone was there for me. So reach out to your loved ones and ask them how they're doing, and listen to them, because it's important.
First of all, thank you for putting out that message. Second of all, sorry.
It's okay.
Just what made you kind of come out and want to talk about that? I'm so sorry.
You're fine. It's okay. Like I said, it was a dark moment, and it was a year ago where I had thought about, taking my life, And it was special to me because it just came with my heart that I wanted to share with others and help others as much as I can. Like I said, I'm here. So much to be grateful for. I'm blessed. I know I wake up every day and get to play the game that I love, but I have loved ones around me that love me dearly, and I just wanted to help someone. Hopefully I could save a life or anything.
Maybe who helped you get through it?
It was Elijah Moore. He's more than family. I love him like he's my brother. He is my brother, but he's a special person, and I appreciate him each and every day. I know for me, walking around with a smile, that's easy to put on. Everybody can do it. Some of us have real life problems.
And again, whatever's private is private. But did you feel like you were right there on the edge, or?
I won't get too much into detail about it, but it was heavy on my heart. So mental health is real. Just like physical health, you take care of your body when you're sick. Just like when something's going on with you, you need to get stuff off your chest. You need to talk to someone, seek professional help if need so. But you got to take care of your brain just like you take care of your body too.
I'm just glad that AJ's still with us and able to talk about it, man. But the most emotional moment in this video has to go to a legend who nearly cried for an hour straight. When news broke that Jason Kelce might be walking away from football forever, it started seeming really true when his team was about to lose in the playoffs and cameras spotted him crying on the sidelines.
Well, that looks like a man filled with emotion right now. Sure does.
Everybody, including him, knew what was about to happen. And not long after, he made an announcement that had him more emotional than pretty much any athlete I've ever seen.
Oh. Thanks for coming, guys. Let's see how long this lasts. Not a good start. There we go. Whenever I smell the clippings of a freshly mowed grass, I am brought back to this day. 12 years old, Roxborough Middle School, first day in pads. I've been asked many times, why did I choose football? What drew me to the game? And I never have an answer that gets it right. The best way I can explain it is what draws you to your favorite song, your favorite book. It's what it makes you feel, the seriousness of it, the intensity of it. Stepping on the field was the most alive and free I had ever felt. I won't forget the call I got from Andy Reid on draft day, and my father rushing into the room with tears streaming down his face as his son's dreams had just been realized. It had just been announced on TV I had been drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles. And I won't forget 2 years later, that same man and my brother receiving a call, and him being drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs. This time, the tears streaming down both my father and I's face, as my brother had just realized his own. And so this all brings us here to today, where I announce that I am retiring. Where I announce I am retiring from the NFL after 13 seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles. It took a lot of hard work and determination getting here. I have been the underdog my entire career, and I mean this when I say it. I wish I still was. Few things gave me more joy than proving someone wrong. My mother used to tell people, and still says to this day, if you want Jason to do something, all you have to do is tell him he can't. And that was true in more ways than I care to admit. I relish doubters. They fueled a fire within. I suspect that comes from an upbringing where my parents would tell me, Jason, You can do, you can be anything in this world you want to, as long as you put your mind to it and work hard to achieve it. So whenever I was faced with doubt in my career, be it from fans, from coaches, even from my own teammates, the American dream would burn from deep inside my bones, which leads to my last Jeff Stoutland quote. Hungry dogs run faster. Thank you, Philadelphia. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for letting me represent this city and allowing me into your homes every Sunday.